6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This is Miller. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Hey, switch gears. Deuce.
Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. And Hyde will not get there as they force him to the ground shy of the marker. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And this will be taken at the 13. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 2nd down, it's Rose. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
I don't think you got it, son. Hey, check mine.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hurry.
Miller. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 26-yard line. McCarron. It's complete. Stills. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go.
A.J. McCarron looking to throw. And he's got it. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo. All day, dog.
They'll run for it with Hyde. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
25, check 25, check 25.
They try again with Hyde. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
It's 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Fairbairn is good. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Texans 3.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And going deep for... It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now McCarron. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Get it.
To throw, it's McCarron. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Let's go. 70, Indy. 56. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Working from the gun here, McCarron. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Watch out for Hill on the return. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. 180. Hey, yo, hey, go gun.
On 1st down, Rose. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Rose. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
There's a 180. 55 to Mike. He don't know no better. 15. Mike, 55. 55, Mike. Stay with you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a 1st down. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. He'll let this go for the end zone, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Yo, 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 yo. Yo!
To throw, McCarron. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
They'll run on first down. It's Miller, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Anthony Hitchens, 2nd in the AFC in tackles last year, there to bring him down.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Miller. Past the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now Hyde running right. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Carlos Hyde, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On 2nd down, it's Rose. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Army.
Hey, yo, go going.
41's coming. 41's the mic. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Bravo! The field. Let's get off the field. Mike,
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
56. Hey, tight
Go.
down. There you go. 56.
On first and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. He was looking that time for Stills, and that'll bring up second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, box drop.
34's the mic. He's coming. Check him. Let's go, D.
Hey.
Mike 30. Go.
Throwing now is McCarron.
3 bucks.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. Stills the intended target.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rose. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Check.
Come on, 80.
55 to Mike. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Mike, 55.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Let's go. Bang, 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 bang. Check. Pressure.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Slam.
Yellow.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Back.
Hey, 15. Hey, 43, 15.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. And even 40 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Check 13. Check. Lucky.
Now Mahomes. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Easy.
Pick me up. Box track. Mike, 55.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, I'm coming.
Get it.
Now McCarron. Screen play, Johnson. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Come on, set.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Draw corkers.
All right, D. Watch the ship.
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Hey, Charlie.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Watch twist.
Shoot.
From the 45 on 2nd down, McCarron, he sets to fire deep. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. In on the tackle, it was Duke Ejiofor.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rose. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Check.
Hey, Sunday. Hero 15.
Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. It got his man complete. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Bring it. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line.
Check three.
And again, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And the ball is knocked out, and the Texans scoop it. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Pilot, 64, weak.
SOS. SOS.
Ready?
Here's McCarron to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Watch the safety down.
They'll run with Miller. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Just like that.
McCarron now on the bootleg. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, wahoo!
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. We got double up, double up, double up, double up. New Mike 52, Mike 52. Pick it up, guys, pick it up.
McCarron and company going for it on 4th. This is caught. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
60 outlaw.
Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
They'll run, Hyde, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Carlos Hyde, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
Yeah, it would be a pretty amazing comeback, but we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, third best in the league, and they're going again. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Rose. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Yellow, 180. 55, Mike. Here we go. 15. Here I come. Right side.
On 3rd down, it's Rose. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Flush to his right. And this is caught. That's Watkins. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
15.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 39 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. McCarron now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
From midfield, here's McCarron. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Come off the ball hard. 56.
McCarron with one final try. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time